Aloha kakou, what is up everyone? Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If this is your first time tuning in, as I welcome you into this space that I'm holding just for divine truth to pour on in to those portal spaces that I've been clearing out. This is just a time where I get to really dive into the center spaces of self, align with divine, and see what needs to be spoken, what needs to be shared. Sometimes when I say those two words together, it makes me feel like I'm saying the same thing, but technically no. What is spoken in this space, but turning on the camera provides the information to be shared. And that's not a revelatory thing, it's just sometimes in moments where we forget our faith or our belief in selves and in divine, we forget that this is information to be shared. Divine wants us to allow our frequencies to be received. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a very shy person, to be honest. It's kind of weird saying it now that I've had a decent amount of videos that I posted on this channel about various things, from vlogs to makeup, beauty related stuff, and to now these mirror talks or just this. This is sitting down at the table of truth and providing self with therapy while speaking on things that may not necessarily be for me, maybe for you. So this is just my time to self. And divine wants us to enjoy ourselves out in nature, with the sounds of nature. If you can't be out in nature and you're stuck in the city, start to do things around the house with maybe some music. Some like rainforest music or sounds, or maybe Native American drum, like just rooting with earth vibes and frequencies, tuning into that sound. I don't know where that came from. I'm like imagining a big inner city and someone just being stuck, just wishing they could be where you are, wishing they could be anywhere but there, anywhere with greenery and fresh air and less noise and less light pollution at night, you know, so they can see the stars and the moon clearer. They can see what the ocean looks like without, you know, hundreds of boats on the shoreline or whatever. Wow, that must have been for someone specific, but to that person that feels lost in the concrete jungle, lost in this, you know, away from the connection, there is hope for you to accomplish returning to your roots, returning to your truest nature without fear of judgment and ridicule, slander. Divine may come through to you in signs. You know, you might be getting attacked or bothered. Your attention is called for to look up, because there's something guiding you to the direction or in the direction that you are needing to go. Which is funny. This is funny because I actually have been seeing a lot of birds wherever I've been going. I've been really tuned into my surroundings, breathing them in as I drive, spreading love to those walking along the street, because you never know. Someone you could see in passing could not be here tomorrow. I mean, it's guaranteed that all of us will meet our demise, but we never know when, for who. We just know it will be. So as you project your essence, your spirit, as you are driving in your car, following intuition to guide you to whatever direction you need to be in, we start to take note of others around us and other things, birds, animals. I was watching these mongoose scavenge in this this rubbish can at the park, and I was just watching their behavior, you know, and it's all survival of the fittest. And this morning, I literally, I'm not allowed to have pets where I am, so we don't have animals. And I opened up my bedroom curtains this morning to get fresh air, and the first thing I see across the fence in the neighbor's yard, neighbors who aren't here most of the year, there was a cat. And I believe this cat may have been creeping around on our roof, because I've definitely heard some stuff on the roof within the recent month or two. But yeah, this cat was literally staring at me dumbfounded, just surprised that I opened the window. And I never see any cats in their yard or any, you know, stray animals coming through. But it was just interesting because all of these animals seem to be coming closer and closer. So maybe you're getting guidance from these animal guides around you. You know, you might be I did see when I was parked at the park the other day, I did see a red cardinal, I believe. Like literally looked like it was flying at my window before it curved up into the plumeria tree that I was parked under. So it was like, And then I was looking through my windshield, and then I got out of the car and it was in the plumeria tree, but then it flew away. So I just feel like there's a lot of close contact from these random animals. Maybe, oh yeah, what was it, about a week or two ago? I was driving out of the road from my kid's school, and I saw across the road into the ocean, because there's a beach park. I saw this pod of dolphins that, you know, people were starting to pull off onto the side and take pictures, but it was like clear as day, very close to the shore. Beautiful, beautiful sightings, you know, blessed love being sent in abundance, even in your hardest times. Things to remind you that nature is healing to you. It gives you direction. What do we get over here? Procrastination. We got the procrastination card, but this is just reminders, gentle reminders to stop focusing on the things that are currently weighing you down or hindering you from, or you think it's hindering you from whatever it is that you desire. Stop focusing on problems and excuses and just take small steps and do something constructive. Take what you have gathered from being in nature, from these sightings, these symbolisms, these close encounters, these downloads that come through. Like really tune into yourself. What's there? And what is meant to be shared? This deck seems a little sticky to me, so. All right. We're getting rid of those habits. Yes, this is a time to chuck out the bad habits, the addictions, the problems, you know, the things that impede our growth. Oh, this was upside down now. Yeah. By switching it around, we're encouraging new growth to form, better habits to form or to have. Mahalo. All right, so we got the dream card. Dream. Connect to your intuitive dream worlds of metaphors and symbols. Maybe there's a lot of heavy dreaming lately. Your dreams are very vivid, symbolic, almost reoccurring, perhaps. Yeah, yes. We got the recycle card. Learn from the past and apply it to creating your vision of the future. So maybe your dreams are coming through and they're reoccurring. So there's definitely something to be learned from them. So take that knowledge to heal those wounds, to clean out, to cleanse those wounds of past hurt and pain that has crippled our accomplishments, our forward movement and flow, right? This is a time to tune into what it is that we need to apply into our daily lives in order to clean out these wounds and trust universe, trust divine, trust that you were born a creative being. You are created in his image. You are created from his consciousness, from divine's consciousness. Trust that. It'll never be stopped. You will never stop being a creative being. All right. Let me just get a quick, I don't know, this isn't going to be too long. I'm going to just, you know what? I'm going to just do a weird, like, yes, spirits, ancestors, they watch you. They've been watching you from multiple dimensions and portal spaces and windows. You know, you've been observed for a long time. And they're watching you navigate through these April showers and watching these blossoms form within you into April flowers. Mahalo. We're throwing away, we're tossing out this company that we keep with ourselves or with our family or with our friends, whoever is in the midst of your aura, your bubble, your sacred space, your home. Wherever you go is home. So if someone is in that space holding company with you, a friend or whatever, let's just be like stagnant, unhappy, projecting their misery, talking shit, just not really speaking life. It's time to let's get rid of that. My name ain't misery, and I don't love that company. Yes, it is time to heal that inner child, that womb cycle space, This is our health, our wealth, our finances, our divine masculine and feminine coming together to heal. Right? The two halves of the band-aids, and right in the center is the wound. The wound that we are now healing, so that there aren't any more tears and sorrow. Because we live in a dream, baby. Any other truth divine to be seen, to be shared? Mahalo, happiness. Ho'oli, happiness. Mahalo. Yeah. Divine put it right on accomplishments, nature, dream, like right here. From our turning our bad habits around, even getting rid of our problematic hindrances to our spiritual growth, our fucking drug addictions, food addictions, gossip, I don't know, just whatever was sitting in your spirit that was not conducive to your elevation or evolution. Now that we are changing that within us, cleaning up house and home, we are now able to be happy, to bask in the light of happiness, joyful laughter. What you are in need of at the moment is this joyful laughter. That's why this card popped up. Divine wants you to experience more joy and is sending you reasons to smile and laugh. Sending you reasons to smile and laugh because you are happy. You are completely and utterly happy because you have healed. You have healed. See, these fragmented memories come up and they can sometimes torture us. But we are fixing the mirror. We are turning things around. We are turning the broken pieces on the floor into art, perhaps. Pieces of past life are resurfacing, but this is about reconnecting with that wounded, traumatized inner child, that abused child, that neglected child, that abandoned child, that mistreated child, that tortured child, that horrified and afraid child, that lost child of you. That's you. That's everyone that's sitting here and taking this information in. Those children are you. It is within you. They are within you. So reconnect through those fragmented memories and piece together the piece of a broken mind. Heal the trauma. Turning nightmares into dreams is what I channeled. Turning nightmares into dreams. Those dreams that keep coming back, cycling into your sleep, into your REM. Because they want you to see something. They want you to see your wounds and be able to heal from them. Yeah, they want you to see your wounds and heal. Spirits are watching you to see how you do that, how you handle that. All right, let me see something. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? Shit. I'm looking for a deck to resonate with, and I just seen this book that I've had for quite a few years. This compilation of Tupac Shakur's poetry that he wrote when he was younger and whatnot, just random compilation. And they entitled it The Rose That Grew from Concrete, which is one of his poems. Tupac Amaru Shakur. So I'm just going to let Divine speak, because this is a person that came from that pain, that came from those wounds, that came from that misdirection, who had a dream, but wanted to use his words to speak out, to heal. Who also was a child who grew up off of these broken dreams, these broken memories, these broken homes, these miserable situations and conditions sometimes that you just got to find happiness from. Things won't grow if they're not planted in dirt. And even if they're not, and they're water plants, you still need the water and all the plankton and algae and all the organisms that grow from stagnant water, or just a water source in general, that would feed a plant like a lotus. The lotus feeds off of all of that stagnant, murky, mucky water. That misery, right? Those fragmented memories, those wounds. But we gotta trust that Spirit can direct us to our accomplishments, to our dreams, to our laughter, to our happiness, right? To our healing. So, man, I can go on. Let's get a message. Well, first off, let me just clear. Trusting truth, trusting divine, trusting guidance, patience, protection, peace, healing and wellness of mind, body, and soul, accepting, receiving. Mahalo nui. Okay. I'm just going to kind of feather the pages a bit because it hasn't been opened in a while, as you can see. So let's just see what we're led to see. Wow. What we are led to see is this poem called What I See. They have the handwritten photocopy, and then they have their typed version of his poem. This was what he journaled. What I see. I'm going to just read it from his handwriting. What I see. With my eyes closed, I can see. We have a chance to discover ecstasy. But the clouds of doubt have made you blind. So you are afraid of the emotions that you may find. I know that you've been hurt before, but this is no excuse for you to ignore. The seed that Cupid planted in hopes that we would sow, this infant emotion deserves to breathe. So why won't you let it grow? A neglected flower will wither, and on its own, it will surely die. But with honesty, passion, and mutual respect, we can soar beyond the sky. So please don't follow what you see. Follow the rhythm within your heart. Believe in me, though you cannot see what lies within the dark. Mahalo, mahalo, Tupac, for those words of self. He was speaking self, what was at the core of him in those moments, core of his mind. Channeling for us to learn. This is a perfect conclusion. Don't be held down by the wounds. Tune in to that nature, that seed that was planted in your wounds for them to heal. Heal, but yet blossom forth like the lotus from those murky waters, those mucky waters. The plants that burst forth, the sprouts that rise from the soil, the heavy wet soils from the April showers, the rains that fall and might overwhelm these sprouts. Maybe you're meant to be in the lo'i, in the taro patch, or the rice fields, wherever there's plenty water, those water-based plants. Some are air-based. Whatever the case may be, just know to rely on that vision, that insight to guide you through. Let's get one more from the creativity deck about that poem. Wow. Yep. Truth that was spoken. Yep. Mahalo. Alrighty. Yep. Be patient. I was talking about patience. Be patient with this person. Whoever comes into your life that divine has placed, perhaps, for you to be happy again, for you to discover that joyful laughter again, to get rid of this person or these people that have been in your life that have been keeping these wounds unhealed. We're trusting divine, and we're doing so with patience as we continue to dream and turn our brokenness into a mended heart. And we're going to be playful. We're going to be joyful. We're going to be innocent. We're going to heal that inner child so that we can manifest our dreams into the reality we've been seeking. And we're going to let our curiosity, our spontaneity, our wonder move us forward and move us ahead with curiosity and joy. We got the perfectionist card, but that's not what we're seeking. That's not what we're reaching for. So, one more truth from the creativity deck, divine, on the perfectionism. Perfectionism can challenge your vision, just like the poem, What I See. It can challenge your third eye. With both eyes closed, I can still see. Don't be reaching for something that isn't there, this perfect world. It doesn't exist. It's a far-off utopian fantasy. Dream. We have to still keep the veil off and keep our eyes open. Clear. See clearly. We can be free to dream, but not to the point where it will never become a reality. So we must do things intuitively so that our wishes are granted. Our wishes are granted, and we are granted the chance to go even deeper within our healing, within our journey, within our position. So what is our position, divine? Closing out this truth-seeking, speaking in regards to our position our chosen, oh wait, our chosen position. We know we are meant to be happy and live in joy and peace and healing. Really tuning into nature, protecting, guiding nature, and having it do that for us. But let's leave this table of truth with more affirmative positioning of knowledge, self-knowledge. Who are you? What are you meant to see in this moment to carry with you along the way? We got the Eye of Horus, and we got the poem, What I See. Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus brings divine protection, perception, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Mahalo nui. Our healing process has led us to this position of being divinely protected with vision. Those birds are getting our attention. Hui, you, look this way. Mahalo. Alright. So we got this one, and this one. This is the Pillar of Light card. Star of Isis, descend your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. Only thing perfect is divine. We got that perfectionism card, which blocked our sight. But we are restored. That sight is restored with the Eye of Horus, that vision, that protection. It protects our light that is sent here to guide, to be a soul star. Then we got the Chariot of Ascension, Merkaba. A spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. So maybe you need to do a little breath work. Tapping into your complete center, alignment, chakras. What are you eating? What are you drinking? Are you getting your tea, your water? This is oregano tea. It says, let me steep on it. Yeah, let me think, what am I doing for self? And how can I tune in to making this a routine, a ritual of healing? Yeah, this will help you grow in power and grace, anchoring the spiritual light within the body of your soul. And I just mentioned tea and water and stuff, but your exercise, really tuning into your body, strengthening your body. Like, what habits are you turning around for the better? And then the last, oh, no, we got this one first. Yeah, that masculine divine. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within even the divine feminine. The divine masculine lies within the divine feminine as well. So this could be for you, a divine feminine who needs to heal this aspect of self, or this could be for a divine masculine in their possible relations with the divine feminine. Maybe they're being too submissive or too unyoked. I'm hearing imbalanced with the divine feminine. There's a little turmoil, a little tunda in the ring. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer your inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. This is also could be for maybe a relationship. I didn't get into much relationship talk. I'm just more like self-talk for whoever needs to hear. But this could be applicable if my last video resonated for you. And that the poem, What I See, could also be interpreted kind of as a relationship poem. Trusting me, trusting this love to blossom because it was planted by Cupid's seed. So, or Cupid's hand had planted the seed of love, perhaps. But there's an imbalance. So maybe he has come short, he has fallen short, and is in need of healing to really be protected divinely. with discernment and healing and a sense of deep safety. But that safety comes from home, which is that divine feminine. So that's where that clearing space and really healing our inner spaces of home. Yeah. Hold on. So the last card wants us to know. Wow, that's interesting, because this was staring at me. It was laying on the pile before I even began this video, and it just kept getting my attention like a key that unlocks a door. But this says ancient power mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have a potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize the responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. Wow. Mahalo. I needed to hear that. So this message is definitely resonating with me in some aspects as well. I can tell that it may resonate for one of you out there, but at the end of the day, your voice is needed, and that is why all the cards showed up to tell you that those wounds need to be healed, nurtured. You know, you need to go deeper. You need to, this whole path that this whole process is so that you can speak with more confidence, more clarity, more guidance. So this could definitely be for someone who is also a truth speaker, a truth seeker. But essentially this is for all of us, because we all have that ability. Yeah, that union. I was drawn to this because it was like, I said, we all have that ability. We all have it. Let's connect. That's how we empower our truth and elevate it. Elevate the voice of truth. Through divine sisterhood, through union. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now. Because by doing so, you're healing this divine masculine into balance. But this card is about letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom you can help as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. That's like the key that's unlocked the door to the mysteries that lie within. This is an oracle of your potentially powerful healing voice. And sometimes you need co-hosts on this radio station of yours, it seems. So, harnessing, honing, really tuning into your voice of truth. And I'll leave it at that. So I trust that this information is reaching who it is meant to, and that you all have a beautiful, guided, protected day full of happiness, healing, wellness, health, wealth, patience, confidence, resilience, and more love and more life. So I will see you in my next video with love, light, and always aloha. Ahuyo.